Shalom, shalom. Thank you for tuning in. This is Obadiah, possibly. It's been a while since my last video. I've been pretty busy. Life has dealt me, some good cards. Tried to make sure I had to tie up some loose ends. I'm making this video. Actually, I was supposed to make this video in conjunction with John 3:16, but a pastor of mine, a friend of mine, he was a pastor. He's not a pastor of mine, but he and I, we talked, and we edified the word. And basically, I'm teaching him. He's not teaching me. Don't get it confused. Now, we were talking about the concept of free will, where does free will come from, and we had a lively discussion about it, and I wanted to share with you I wanted to get in depth with the topic of free will, because a lot of churches, including a lot of pastors, teach our people that God gave us free will. Well, that in fact is contradictory to the word, to the scriptures or the Bible, that God gave us free will. But before I get into the topic of discussion, forgive me, it's a little loud out here. I live by the freeway, and I do live in the city. I'm a country boy, but I live in the city. I don't like it here. But before I get into the topic of discussion, I would like to address a very critical issue. This movie that's going to be coming out in the next few months, or possibly only next year. A movie called Asher, which basically talks about black Hebrew Israelites. The movie is based on the Hebrew Israelites in New York City. And first of all, I have to address this. That movie does not in any way, shape, or form represent Hebrew Israelites in the correct light. See, first of all, there's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. There's no such thing as a black Hebrew. A Hebrew is a person who follows the ways of Abraham, who follows the lifestyle of Abraham. But Abraham is the father of the Hebrew faith. So, a Hebrew can be a white person. A Hebrew can be an Israelite. A Hebrew can be an Asian. A Hebrew can be a Hispanic. If you, by behavior, and if you, by heart, love your neighbor as Abraham did. Feed your neighbor as Abraham did. Keep your door open to your neighbor as Abraham did. Then you are a Hebrew. If you believe in the faith of the Creator, which called Abraham out of his family, and said, follow my commandments, and I will make a covenant with you. And it shall be my covenant with you and your seed. And if you believe in that, you are a Hebrew. Now, the term Israelite, is basically, specifically for people of African descent. Not people from Egypt, Ethiopia, Sudan, no. People who, let me give you a biblical breakdown of how West Africa was populated. West Africa during the time of Egypt, Ethiopia, did not have a civilization, did not have an empire, did not have West Africa during the time of Egypt, Ethiopia, and Nubia was barren. It was basically a jungle. So there were no people living out in West Africa or Central Africa at the time of the Nubians at the time of the rise of Egypt. Now with Rome, when we came up out of Egypt after Moses, this is after Joshua. When we came up out of Egypt, we fell from favor. I'm gonna get into favor in a little bit. We fell from favor, from God's favor. And by falling from the favor of the Creator, Eli Yahweh, we started worshiping other gods. And we started worshiping other gods, and we started making other images. Rome, or Yahweh, sent Babylon, or Assyria, to go into Israel and take the land and enslave the people. Now what happened was when Assyria went into Egypt, when Assyria went into Israel, they ended up taking a portion of the tribes of Israel, and the remainder of the tribes ended up fleeing Israel into Egypt. When we went into Egypt, we ended up going through Egypt as we migrated. And by we, I mean people who, if your forefathers are descendants of the slave trade, that's what I'm talking about. My grandmother and my grandfather on my mother's side are descendants of the slave trade. So by blood, I am an Israelite. So if your mother and your grandmother and your grandfather came on ships from Africa, you are an Israelite. You're not a black person. A black is the color of a crayon. You can go to a crayon box and pull out a black crayon. That's not where you came from. African and American. You're not an African and American. A lot of people say, okay, well, I'm an African American because I was born here. Well, my brother Malcolm used to say that just because a cake was born in the oven, don't make it a biscuit. It's still a cake, right? So just because you were born here, don't make you American. You're still an Israelite. Now the term African came from the Europeans. It's that Africa was named after an Italian named after Kennedy, because he colonized or founded. Well, he didn't colonize, but he basically brought in the Europeans into Africa and said, oh, these are, these are a lesser people, a people of no worth. We can use them as slaves. That's where the term Africa came from. So if your grandparents came through the slave trade, they came from West Africa. And West Africa was populated by the people that came out of Israel. When Assyria went into Israel, we went into Egypt, we got out of Egypt, we scattered into West Africa, and other tribes scattered into South Africa. That's how West Africa got populated. That's how Mali got his empire. That's how Ghana got his empire. That's how Nigeria got established. That's how diamonds and coal and gold was found, because it was found by the Israelites. Now, the term Hebrew Israelite is the nationality of a people. We're in the land that's not ours. We are, whether you like to admit it or not, we're slaves here. Whether you like to admit it or not. If you got to get up in the morning and go work for somebody else, You think you're working for you. I'm going to show you in a minute. You go work for somebody else. And then you come home. And then the money that you make working for somebody else, you got to pay it to someone else. You got to pay your light bill. You got to pay your rent. You got to pay your car note. You got to pay your insurance. The money that you make is not yours. It's not. You think it just because you get a check with your name on it. It's 3 figures or 4 figures if you're lucky. With your name, you think it's yours. It's not yours. Because that money goes to someone else. You're a slave. That's the reality of it. We are slaves here. The reality is this. If you're not a slave, everything that you work for, you own. Everything that you work for, you own. We live in apartments, and we call it our house. Are you serious? We live in apartments and townhomes, and we call it our house. The longest you may live in an apartment, if you lucky, and maybe 3, 4, 5 years before you gotta move, because they will jack the rent up on you. I guarantee you that. The longest you may have a car, if it's in your name, as a car, as the majority of us have cars, we still paying a note on, and we call it my car. It's not yours. I guarantee you, if you stop paying the note on that car, the repo man come and take that car. Hey, where's my car? You go to court, where's my car? Do you have the title? No. Do you have the, is the car your name? No. You go to court, and they will explain that legally to you. That is not your car. That's the reality. That's the reality of it. We are slaves here. And, I mean, I'm not here to bring bad news. But that's the reality of it. Now, this movie actually, I got off track. I'm sorry. I got to stop doing that. I really got to stop doing that. Okay, this movie actually does not portray Hebrew Israelites in the correct manner. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's a wall, what a true Hebrew Israelite is. A true Hebrew Israelite is a person who loves his neighbor as he loves himself. A true Hebrew Israelite is a person that follows the commandments, that follows the covenant, the covenant, and the words, the covenant that the Creator has given to you and I to live by. If it says, thou shalt not steal, that's what it means. If it says, thou shalt not lie, that's what it means. You have to follow that covenant. And the covenant keepers, the true Hebrew Israelites, follow that covenant for righteous people, for righteous in mind and for righteous in heart. Now, let me get something clear. A lot of people, as I have explained the scriptures to them, they think, oh, you're self-righteous. They want to call me self-righteous as if that's a bad thing. Are you kidding? Think self-righteous. Okay, so I have no problem saying I'm self-righteous. That's not a bad thing. But God has made self-righteous to be a bad word. When self-righteous is that the most glorious word anybody can say to you. I'm serious. If you are righteous in mind and heart, if someone calls you self-righteous, thank you. I appreciate it. Now, anyway, that movie actually is nice. Oh, yeah, by the way, the New York Israelites, are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with the true Hebrew Israelites. They're not Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? If they're not Hebrew, they're Israelites. I bet. Half of them formerly Edom, the children of Esau. But we're not going to get into that today. But the simple fact that the true Hebrew Israelites do not believe in the concept that the white man is the devil. Nah. We don't believe in the concept that the white man is the devil. Now, we do believe in the concept that the race, the European race, has done the European race has done devilish things. I mean, I can't dispute that. Nobody can. Not even them. Not even Europeans themselves. Because history bears witness to that fact. They've done devilish things. But the devil is a spirit. The devil is a spirit. A spirit doesn't have a skin color. A spirit is not a black person or a white person. A spirit is what it is. A spirit. A spirit is what it is. It's going to mind and it's going to heart. And bring forth evil. So, true Hebrews, we recognize people according to their spirit. We recognize a nation of people according to their works. We don't think white people are the devil. I mean, are you serious? You're kidding me, right? I'm not going to get too deep into that. I'm trying to keep the video short as possible. And also, we don't believe in the doctrine that only the Creator can save. Only the Creator will save Israel. No. Because the scripture testifies that even the Gentiles, the Europeans, by faith, shall be saved. If they submit, repent, and obey the commandments and laws of the Most High. I testify to that. The book, the scripture testifies to that. Now, also, we don't believe or acknowledge that women should be okay, well, I mean that's not. There are a few sections of Israelites that believe that if a woman is raped, she should stay with the man that raped her. That's common sense will tell you that foolishness. So when you hear that, flee. Now, tell you what. Now I'm here to talk about what a friend of this pastor of mine, this friend of mine who's a pastor, was talking about. Okay, this is the conversation. I was talking to a sister, and she was saying that to make the conversation short, that a woman has the right to her own body. A woman can have an abortion. A woman has a choice to have an abortion if she has sex with a man. Now, that goes against the scriptures because he said, "Thou shalt not kill." Now, that's in the commandment. That's in the laws and statutes of the Creator. Thou shalt not kill. Now, when life begins at the point of conception. For the sperm means the egg, that's right. Just because you don't see it in the physical form or the physical flesh, doesn't mean life doesn't exist. Because the spirit comes before the flesh. So the egg is a sperm meat. the spirit is being made in the spiritual form, bringing forth to flesh. So that's life. But moving on, we're gonna understand that concept of free will. She was saying that she can have an abortion because it's her body. She can have an abortion because God will understand that she's not ready for a child. That's actually what she said. Now, you and I know that just because you label the woman doesn't automatically mean she's going to get pregnant the first time, the second time. It's up to the Most High whether she gets pregnant or not. It's up to the Most High. So there are couples out there that have to try 6, 7, 8 times just to have a child. And those 6, 7, 8 times they have a child. So it's up to Elohim that you are with the child. It's not up to you. And I went back and I talked to him about this. Why you're a pastor in the church, and the church is condoning abortion. The church condones homosexuality. The church condones everything that goes against the scriptures. Why are you condoning it as a pastor of your church? Well, his response was that everybody has a choice. God gave us free will. Okay. Everybody does have a choice. You can either believe in the Creator, whose name is Yahweh Elohim, or you can believe in the devil, whose name is Satan, the ball. And free will doesn't come from Halloween. Now I'm going to get into the scripture, because everything that I say is not by my own stuff. It's not mine. It's not my words that I speak. It's not my opinion that I speak. It's not my belief. For I have no belief. Now I'm gonna start at Genesis. Now first of all, I would like to say that it truly is a blessing. It truly is a blessing that our people are waking up. It truly is a blessing that it didn't take as long as it previously took for us to get back to our Maker, our Creator, Yahweh Elohim. It truly is a blessing, because we've been in this country for almost 400 years. I mean, if you think about it, that's only 4 generations, if not 5. So, it's a span that it took the Creator to create the heavens and the earth up until now. That's a short amount of time. The Yahweh still loves His people. As rebellious as we have been, as disobedient to His ways as we have been, He still loves His people. But for punishment, when you punish your child, you still love your child. You punish your child, you put him in that corner. No more. But you gotta make dinner. You gotta feed your child. You know your child worry over there. He's crying. You love him as a part of you. You can't do anything but love him. So we are His children, and He can't do anything but love us. As disobedient as we have been. But I guarantee you, not everybody will get into the kingdom of heaven. I guarantee you that. But free will, we're going to start at Genesis now. We're going to start with Genesis chapter. Okay, I'm doing this on the fly. I mean, I don't really have anything written out. I do know where I need to go. So, if you have a Bible, go get your Bible. You can't do this without your Bible. You can't understand this without your Bible. Go get your Bible. I'm serious. Go get your Bible. Okay, now, we're going to go to Genesis 2. Go to Genesis 2. And start at Genesis 2:15. Genesis 2:15. Now, we all know how man was created. I hope and pray everybody knows how man was created. We didn't come from monkeys, okay? They're planning in the 8th movie. Say it up. We didn't come from monkeys. Now, Genesis 2:15. And your choir Elohim took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to bless him and to keep it. And your choir Elohim commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden, thou mayst freely eat. I'm going to read that again. And your choir Elohim commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden, thou mayst freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. Now, we read, I'm coughing so much. I'm coughing so much. I'm trying to make sure you guys hear me. I live near the freeway, and I'm outside. The glory is beautiful. Spend some time outside. Look at the clouds. Look at the sun. Look at the trees. Don't worry about the cars. Don't worry about the houses. Don't worry about the people. It's you as the creator. Look at it. Make the things that he made, not the things that man made. Admire the things that he made. But anyway, we see Genesis. We see in Genesis 2 that Yahweh gave Adam a commandment. He didn't say, you can eat of every tree. You can eat of all the trees. You can have free domain. He didn't say that. He gave man a commandment. Now, when we're going to Genesis. We're going to go to Genesis 24. Let's go to Genesis 24. Hold on a second. In fact, let me start. Let me go back. Now, when Abraham heard the voice of Yahweh Elohim, okay. Let's go to Genesis 24. When Abraham No, we're going to go to Genesis 17, I'm sorry. When Abraham obeyed the voice of Yahweh Elohim, now Abraham by faith, Abraham is the father of our faith, because Abraham heard, and Abraham did. Abraham heard, and he did. He heard by faith, and he did by what? In James, one of my favorite books is James, like a lot of people, they go to church, and they think that's all they have to do. And they're taught that if you just believe and go to church, salvation is yours. No. That's not how it works. Because it's the book of James. I'm not going to go to James because I may lose my part. But it's the book of James. It states that faith without works is dead. So Abraham by faith heard the voice of Elohim, and by works he went up and did as Elohim commanded him to do. So we're going to go to Genesis 17. And we're going to read Genesis 17:1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared to Abram and said to him, I am the Almighty Elohim. Walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and Elohim talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be called Abraham. For father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee, and I will establish my covenant. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee in their generation, for an everlasting covenant, to be an Elohim unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their Elohim. Now we read that Abram became Abraham because he was the father of many nations. So anybody of any nation who follows the faith of Abraham is the son of Abraham. Now we see that by faith and by works, Abraham obeyed the Creator. And we find in the word that, in the scripture, in the word that Abraham became a friend of Elohim by his faith, because he believed in Elohim. So, Abraham did have free will. Even the father of faith didn't have free will. Adam didn't have free will. Abraham didn't have free will. Abraham, the priest of Isaac. Oh, okay. Let me stop right there. Abraham had two sons. Abraham had Ishmael, from Hagar, his wife. If you read 17:23. No, I'm sorry. why do you start writing? That's all. Okay, can I check the time where Ishmael was born? Abraham had Ishmael, and Abraham had Isaac by Sarah, his wife. Abraham had 2 sons. Ishmael founded what we know as the Muslim faith, the faith of Islam. That's where Islam came from. It came from Ishmael. Isaac founded what? Isaac, the covenant of Abraham was the covenant or the religion of Judaism was created by Europeans. Judaism was created off the basis of the Hebrew faith. The Hebrews like to not Jews, but Jew by tribe, because we're from the tribe of Judah. Some of us are from the tribe of Levi. Some of us are from the tribe of Simeon. So some of us are Jew by tribe. Isaac became the foundation of what we now know as the Judaism. Christianity came from Judaism. Christianity was created off the foundation of Judaism. Islam was created off the foundation of Islam. So Abraham became the father of many nations. Abraham is the father of all religions of the world. All religions and all nations of the world. For he is the father of all nations. So, Abraham never had free will. Adam never had free will. So, if free will came from Elohim, why did he give us the commandments, the statutes and the law? That would make no sense. If God gave man free will, he never would have gave man commandments. He never would have gave man statutes. He never would have said, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that. That doesn't make any sense. So the concept that free will came from Elohim is a lie. So we're going to get into, chronologically, we're going to stay in, I'm not going to get into Deuteronomy. I'm in Deuteronomy right now, but let's go ahead and get into Jonah. Because we're going to, let me find Jonah for a minute. Hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and read from the Jonah now. Jonah is possibly the last prophet before the coming of Deconing, Jonah the Baptist. Jonah was called by now Jonah is a simple man. Jonah is just I believe Jonah was a bum. I'm not sure. But he's a simple man. And Jonah heard the voice as Abraham heard. As he obeyed Elohim, Jonah heard the voice of Elohim. As I heard the voice of Elohim, it was commanded. That was commanded by Elohim to to bring my people up out of slumber, up out of sleep. Jonah heard the voice of Elohim and was commanded by Elohim to go to Nineveh, a city that was just as foul as Sodom and Gomorrah, and to make that city repent before the aqua, which destroyed that city, was roasted on fire. So we're gonna get into Jonah. Jonah is a very short book, but I like Jonah because Jonah runs. If you can't laugh at good, you can't laugh at anything. That's the thing about the faith. A lot of people believe that, just because we read the Bible, we're serious all the time now. Some of you gotta read your sequel. I mean Elijah. Elijah is funny. Elijah got killed. But Jonah realizes that Elohim is serious because things start happening when he starts running. Now, I'm reading Jonah chapter 1, verse 1. Now the word of Yahweh came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, the great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. But Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish. He went the opposite way from the presence of Yahweh, and went down to Joppa. And he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare to us and went down into it to go into them unto Tarshish from the presence of Yahweh. So Yahweh sent a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. So the mariners were afraid and cried, every man unto his house, unto his God, and cast forth the wares that were in the ship into the sea, to lighten it off him. But Jonah was going down into the sides of the ship, and he lay and was fast asleep. So the shipmaster came to him and said to him, What meanest thou, O sleeper? Arise, call upon thy Elohim, if so be, the Elohim will think upon us, that we perish not. As they said, every one to his fellow, Come, let us cast lots, that we may know for whose cause this evil is come upon us. So they cast lots, and the lot fell upon Jonah. Then they said unto him, Tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us? What is thine occupation? And when comest thou? What is thy country? And of what people art thou? And he said unto them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear Yahweh, the Elohim of the Hebrews of heaven, which hath made the sea and the dry land. Then were the men exceedingly afraid, and said unto him, Why hast thou done this to us? For the men knew that he fled from the presence of Yahweh, because he had told them. Then said they unto him, What shall we do unto thee, that the sea may be calm unto us? But the sea rocked and was tempered. Now, basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can read the whole thing for yourself. But basically, they're trying to find out how the storm came upon the calm. There was no calm before the storm. The storm came upon the calm. And they found out that Jonah was not being obedient to Elohim. Jonah was trying to exercise his free will Yonah wanted to do what he wanted to do. Now, this is the result of free will. A woman who's late. Now, men who late women are the spirit of evil, the spirit of man. Now, in the book of Deuteronomy, it commands us that if there is any evil upon us. Okay, let me start over. There's a reason why our King gives us commandments. See, just like there's a reason why you have wolves in your house. If you, as a parent, have wolves in your house for your children, or for your wife, it's a reason that the wolves are there in the house. It's to keep the peace of the house. There's a reason why Elohim has commandments for his people. Because it's to keep the peace among the people. Now, when we went away from the commandments and the laws and statutes of Elohim, sin came upon us. Now you got men. You got men who lie. Lies bring forth confusion. But Elohim is not the author of confusion, but he is the author of peace. Lies bring forth thieves. Thieves bring forth calamity. Calamity is not of Elohim. It is not of peace. Sin brings forth people who rape. Now when a man rapes a woman, or when a woman rapes a man, either or, it is done in sin. And the spirit and the flesh, which is conceived from sin. So Elohim is saying that if there be any sinner among you, kill it off. Don't let sin be among the house of Israel. Now, why am I saying this concerning Yonah? If Yonah had obeyed the voice of Elohim, all of this wouldn't have happened. The men would not be afraid for their lives. The ocean would not have nearly turned the boat over. But Yonah chose to follow his free will. So when Yonah chose to follow his free will, he put not only himself, but other people who date. So, we're going to go. We're going to get to chapter 2. No, I'm sorry. Let's go to chapter 3. Verse 1. And the word of Yahweh came to Yonah the second time. Arise, go and stone the Nineveh, the great city, and preach unto it the preaching that I abide thee. So Yonah arose and waited until the Nineveh. He had to do it. He had to do it. And Yonah begins to enter into the city, a day's journey. And he cried and said, there are 40 days, and the Nineveh shall be overthrown. So the people of the Nineveh believed Elohim and proclaimed a fast and put a sackcloth from the greatest of them even to the least of them. For word came into the king of Nineveh, and he arose from his throne, and he laid his robe from him, and covered him with sackcloth, and sat in action. And he caused it to be proclaimed and published throughout Nineveh by the decree of the king and his nobles, saying, let neither man nor beast, high nor dry, taste anything, let them not feed nor drink water. But let man and beast be covered in sackcloth and cry mightily unto Elohim. Yea, let them turn every one from his evil way, and from the violence that is in their hand. Who can call if Elohim will turn and repent, and turn away from the spirit of anger, that we perish not? And Elohim saw their works, that they turned from their evil way, and Elohim repented of the evil that he had said that he would do it to them, and he did it not. Now, this is what happens when we obey the laws and commandments of Elohim. Grace. Now, a lot of my people don't understand what grace is. The reason I say this is because I know there was a time that I was eating. I was with my family. I'm my blood family, and I was eating, and nobody in my family prayed for the eat, so I had to teach them to pray before they eat. So something in me told me to ask my aunt, ask your aunt what grace means. Why do you call it grace when you pray? Why do you call it grace? And she I'll be honest, she didn't know, but she said she tried to cover up the fact that she didn't know by saying something else. He said that it's called grace because you give it thanks. Now, that's not what grace is. That's not what grace is. Now, later on, Elohim revealed to me, the Creator, the Spirit of the Comforter, revealed to me what grace means and what grace is. Now, I'm going to read Jonah 3:10 again. And Elohim saw their work, that they turned from their evil way, and Elohim repented of the evil that he had said that he would do unto them, and he did it not. The people of the media fell under grace. That's what grace is. Favor of Elohim. Now, I'm going to get into grace in a little bit, because it goes hand in hand with free will. Now, Jonah 4:1. But it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he was very angry. Now, Jonah wasn't a prophet. Now, a lot of people, you go to the book, and, we say Jonah was a prophet. Jonah was a man who was called to do Elohim's work. I'm not a prophet. Don't call me a prophet. I'm not. I know of a prophet. I know of a man who was in the third realm, in the third heaven, that he saw the Son of Man face to face. I know of a man who is a prophet, but I'm not a prophet, so don't call me a prophet. I'm called to do Elohim's work, which Elohim says, take my people and wake them up from their slumber. Why y'all asleep? Why y'all asleep? Black folks, Hispanic folks, white folks. Why do we refuse to do why do we refuse to acknowledge the commandment? The Messiah came and said, with their mouths they profess to love me, but their heart is far from me. I don't care what church you go to. I really don't, because it's all the same. It is. It's all the same. Every church. I've been to 4 different churches. Every church teaches does the same thing. they'll read maybe verse 18, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3. And it takes them 3 hours to cover 3 verses. Are you serious? Get out of here. Get out of here. You're not teaching the people. You're making them zombies. You're zombies. You're not reading nothing. You read 3 or 4 verses, and then you close that book up. You listen to your pastor, and you put that book on the shelf. And that book stays on that shelf for what? A week. You don't even move it. You don't even read it. What are you talking about? Anyway, while you were asleep. Anyway, but it displeased Yoda exceedingly, and he was very angry. And he prayed into Yahweh and said, I pray thee, O Yahweh. Was not this my saying? No, it wasn't. You were not a prophet when I was yet in my country. Therefore I fled before the 2 parties. For I knew that thou art of gracious Elohim and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repentance thee of the evil. Therefore now, O Yahweh, take, I beseech thee, my life from me. For it is better for me to die than to live. Then Yahweh said Yahweh, so thou wilt to be angry. Why are you angry? The people were pissing. They follow my law. They follow my way. It's peace. Why are you angry? Because it's not your will. Free will, let it go. Let that concept of free will go. We also need to let the concept of my beliefs go. Because God don't care about your belief. I'll be serious. The Creator really don't care about what you believe. It's what He says. What He says goes. So we gotta let our free will go. We gotta let our beliefs go. It's not yours. Let it go. Submit. Submit. Why are you on the angry? What's the angry for? Because you didn't get glory. You didn't get recognition. Why are you angry? So Yonah went out of the city and sat on the east side of the city. And there made him a booth and sat in under the shadow, so he might see what would become of the city. I'm waiting. He waited. I want to see what's going to happen. Come on, man. And you're quiet. I don't need to prepare the glory. This is funny. You gotta laugh because Yoda's like Yoda's like Tom and Jerry. You know you can never catch that mouse. You're a cat, but a cat is quick. Oh, come on. The mouse is smarter than you. You never gonna catch that mouse. So you watch Jerry. You watch. I don't know who the cat is, Tom or Jerry. But you watch the cat try to get the mouse. And the mouse is like, look at the cat. And the cat looking at a hole. That's funny. So, and verse 6. And Yahweh, he prepared a guard and made it to come up over Yonah, that it might be a shadow over his head, to deliver him from his grief. So Yonah was exceedingly glad of the guard. But Elohim prepared a worm with the morning rose the next day. And it smoked the gourd, that it wasn't. And it came to pass, for the sun did arise, The Elohim prepared a behemoth east wind, as the sun beat upon the head of Yonah, that he faded. And he wished in his soul to die. And he said, it is better for me to die than to live. And Elohim said to Yonah, do thou well to be angry for the God? And he said, I do well to be angry, even unto death. Then your father, Elohim said, thou hast had pity on the God, for thou hast not labored, neither made it to grow. Meaning that you didn't do the work. No. The reason Elohim is saying you didn't do the work is you look at the prophets. If you look at Ezekiel did a lot of work. He said a lot of things. You look at Jeremiah. If you look at Noah. If you look at Malachi, they proclaim a lot of things. Jonah was never a prophet. You gotta get that. Just like David was never a prophet, Jonah was never a prophet. Get that through your head. Okay? Now we go back to chapter 3, verse 4. And Jonah began to enter into the city, a day's journey. And he cried and said, 40 nights, 40 days. And Nineveh shall be overthrown. So the people of Nineveh believed, Elohim, repented immediately. It was automatic. What work did you do? That was the spirit of Elohim upon the people of Nineveh. Jonah did do nothing. He warned them. That's what he did. He warned them. 40 days. Because I guarantee you, the people of Nineveh, remember the time of Noah. When Noah went up to his own countrymen and said, in 120 days it shall rain for 40 days and 40 nights, and Yahweh shall bring a great flood upon this earth. And it happened. And the people of Nineveh remembered the time of Noah, and they repented, and they believed of Elohim. That's what Jonah did. He brought it to remembrance. Now, that's what it means. He didn't do no work. Yahweh brought it to their remembrance. Yahweh did the what? Yahweh made the rainbow. Yahweh did it. Then says Yahweh, thou hast had pity on the God, for thou wish for thee wish. Okay, so there's a misprint in the scripture. I've acknowledged that. For which thou hast not labored, neither made it to grow, which came up in the night, and perished in the night. And should I not spare Nineveh, the great city, wherein are more than 600,000 persons, they cannot discern between their right hand and their left, and also much cattle. So the people, now this is the concept of free will. The people knew they didn't have free will, because if they continued doing what they did, they would be destroyed. You know, let me tell you, great. It's great your ass is still alive and you're doing it. You're committed to sin that you commit. But we're gonna get into it. Let me find it real quick. I don't remember where it is. Okay, I found it. Wow, I found it. Okay. It's 5. Well, first of all, grace. I'm in John. Go to John. Go to the book of John, chapter 5. I'm in John chapter 5. Now, grace goes hand in hand with free will. It has to. You can't separate the two. It has to. Now, grace did not come from the Messiah. I know a lot of you go to your churches, go to your pastors, go to your ministers, go to your rabbis, and they're going to tell you grace came from the Messiah. That's a lie. It's a lie. Believe me, it's a lie. Hold on a second. Matter of fact, bookmark John chapter 5. But let's go to the Messiah. Go to, okay, I'm feeling a lot better. I had to get some of that out. So, excuse me, I didn't mean to, natural for a man to spit all the time. But if you were, offended by me spitting, I apologize. We're talking about grace. We're talking about free will. Go to Genesis 6. Yeah, go to Genesis 6. Chapter 7. Okay, hold on a second. Go to Genesis 4. Genesis 6, chapter 4. Genesis 6 talks about what's going on in the world to this very day. Now, there's a saying that people say we're not living the biblical times. Stop lying. We live in the biblical times. There are some people that say these are the last days. I testify to you, we're not in the last days. We're in biblical times. But we're close to the last days. We're not in the last days. Because there's a lot of prophecy that has to be fulfilled for us to be in the last days. So, we're living a biblical time. I guarantee you that. Because I'm not going to get into Abraham. This is my first video, I think, when I talked about the 400 years. The 400 years of Abraham. The prophecy of Abraham. That his seed would be a stranger. That his seed would be a stranger in our land and not there. Except walls. South wall in that land for 400 years. That's not Egypt. Because our forefathers were in Egypt for 430 years. The 400 years that Abraham was talking about, that Elohim was calling Abraham, was the 400 years in America. That his seed was wall in America for 400 years. Now, that 400 years is almost over. That 400 years is over. Because we just passed that 400 years. So we're living in biblical times. So don't let nobody tell you that we're not living in biblical times. We're in it. Now, Genesis 6, chapter 4 talks about what goes on to this very day. Now, if there were giants in the earth in those days, there are giants in the earth. Manure, the kid we've been talking about, Akeem Olajuwon. I know you've seen a giant, 7'7". That's a giant, alright? And after that, when the sons of Elohim came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which was old of renown. And Elohim saw the wickedness of man was great as earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart were only evil continually. I gotta stop you brothers from looking at senses as sexual objects. Our senses are not sexual objects. I gotta stop you senses from looking at men as monetary things. Oh, the man making money, I can sit on that. Oh, the man got some money, I can live off of that. Stop looking at your men as monetary things. That's wickedness. That's foul. That's fornication. And it repented your cross. And it repented your cross that he had made man his earth. And he grieved him at his heart. And your cross said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping things, and the fowls of the air. For it repenteth me that I have made men. For Noah found grace. For Noah found grace in the eyes of your cross. But Noah found grace in the eyes. Grace didn't come from Adam. Grace didn't come from Messiah. Grace didn't come from Yahshua. It came from the Father, the Creator. Grace was in the Old Testament. Abraham found grace. Grace means favor. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. We're going to go to favor. Romans? I need to find it first. I think it's a Romans. Anyway, we're going to get back to John. Now, why do you think you have free will? And it's by the grace of Elohim your ass is still alive. That's what I was about to say. It's by the grace of Elohim, not the grace of the Messiah, that your ass is still alive, that you're still breathing, that you still have a second chance, a third chance. Every time you wake up in the morning, that's a chance to repent. Every time you wake up in the morning, that's a chance for you to say, okay, now I haven't been doing right. I haven't been listening. I haven't been studying. I haven't been loving. I haven't been loving. Elohim, the words of Elohim. I haven't been seeking Elohim. I haven't been understanding the spirit of your cross. That's a shame. Every morning you wake up by grace. Because Elohim has favor. It didn't come from the sun. Okay. Now we're going to get into, go to John chapter 5, verse 24. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believe on him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life. Verily, 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 I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of Elohim, and they that hear shall live. For as the Father has life in himself, so hath he given to the Son to have life in himself, and hath given the Son authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Marvel not at this. Marvel not at this. Because I always coming. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Don't worry about it. Just live it. Marvel not at this. Because I always coming. In that with all that are in the grave shall hear his voice and shall come forth, and they that have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. Now, if we have free will, what's the purpose of hell? If we have free will, what is the purpose of the bottomless pit? If we have free will, what is the purpose of Satan being the Lord of hell? What's the purpose of hell? If everybody has free will, you can do what you want. Heaven and hell wouldn't exist. Good and evil wouldn't exist. Seriously, think about that. Elohim did not give men free will. But it's by grace that you have a kid every morning. Now, Romans. We're going to go to Romans. Now, the reason I'm in Romans is because like I was saying that what in the country that's not out? What on earth is not out? What? Okay, American. Okay, let me edify these terms, American. Let me edify the term Asian. Let me edify the term European. Asian people are people whose forefathers and foremothers descended from Asia, from China, from Japan, from Taiwan, from Korea. Those are Asian people. Now, Asian people come to America. Don't take my word for it. Walk up to any Asian person and ask them, what nationality are you? Where are you from? What nationality are you? They will tell you where they're from. I'm from Japan. I'm from China. I'm from Korea. They will tell you that. Europeans do not call themselves Europeans. Europeans call themselves, they say, I'm French. I'm Spanish. I'm Italian. They don't say I'm European. Yeah, African, yeah, black people, African, Israelites. Won't say I'm American. Your forefathers and your foremothers didn't found this country with Elohim created the heavens and the earth. We just start here. We were brought here. Just like the Europeans during the industrial age. When they came on ships into New York. They came here. They understand who they are. You're not Americans. Americans are people who founded this country. The Europeans, the people from England. I'm sorry, the people from England. The people from England came here and slaughtered the true Americans, the Indians, the natives. Those are the Americans. I want to talk about Americans. Who are the Americans? The natives, the Indians. This is still their land. The Hispanic people that live here. This is their land. This is not your land. Get that through your head. This is not your land. You're not American. You're an Israelite. I understand that you like living here. I have no ill will against America. I don't wish America to crash. I don't wish America to fall in the ocean. I hope America prospers. It's God's will. Whatever happens to America happens. But this is not my country. I acknowledge that. I understand that. And we as the people need to acknowledge